We got some breaking news. Yeah. There's something going on. What is happening? Ladies and gentlemen, It is Wednesday, April 28th, 2021, one day before the NFL draft. There is some breaking news happening in our world. Tom Pelissero says the Panthers are trading quarterback Teddy Bridgewater to the Broncos for a 6th-round draft pick per source. So the Panthers are not trading their pick just yet, but they are trading Teddy Bridgewater after signing Sam Darnold and then locking him in for his 5th-year guarantee. Matt Rule is going into his 2nd year as a head coach down there, 1 year removed from bringing in Teddy Bridgewater to hopefully dominate alongside Joe Brady. They have moved on from Teddy Bridgewater. The Denver Broncos, who were allegedly in every single conversation quarterback-wise that was to be had this offseason, now bring in Teddy Bridgewater, I assume to be their starter. They're going to have to pay him. Carolina will pay a portion of Bridgewater's 2021 compensation as part of a restructured contract to finalize the deal to Denver, which now has competition for Drew Lock and options with the number 9 pick. Okay, so it's 2 top 10 drafting teams just made a trade, not involving their picks, but definitely about the quarterback situation. Carolina says, yeah, we'll pay. Listen, what do we got to do? All right, thank you so much. David Tepper, the richest owner in the NFL, says, we'll pay Teddy. This ain't your fault. We're just looking to move on here and figure this out. Good luck in Denver. Here we go. Teddy Bridgewater is at the Broncos. I assume he'll be the starter. Is that what you think, AJ?
No, I think they're bringing him in to have like a legit open competition with Drew Lock, don't you?
Yeah, but
well, at least that's what they're going to say. Now, I don't know what they think right now, but behind the scenes, but I think it's going to be like, hey, yeah, this is going to push Drew, or Teddy's going to all of a sudden establish himself as the man here, or, it'll take Drew to the next level.
Who's the GM? General George Patton?
Yeah.
Yes. Uh-huh. George Patton was like, yeah, we'd love to have Teddy Bridgewater. We cannot pay him, though. We cannot pay him what you guys. And they're like, no, we got it. We'll take care of that whole thing. Just bring him in here. There's going to be a couple open quarterback competitions, I guess, around the NFL now, like legit open quarterback competitions, allegedly. I don't think that's a good thing. But if you're trying to find a quarterback, I guess you got to do what you got to do. For me, I think you have to have a this is our guy thing, like the Mitchell Trubisky, Nick Foles thing. I thought that was ugly. I thought they should have just said Mitchell's our guy, Nick Foles the backup. If Mitchell starts to struggle, we'll put Nick Foles in there. Now, that's exactly how it ended up working out, but I just think when you trade in for that $80 million deal, there's automatically a thought Nick Foles is going to start. I personally believe you should tell a guy that he's a guy and empower a guy to be a guy, but if you feel like open competition's the right move, you got to do what you got to do. Maybe it brings out the best in Drew Lock and in Teddy Bridgewater, who are both at their potential in their peak. Great football players.
Well, it's possible, but does this take the Panthers out of the question for taking a QB in the draft at number 9?
Or the Broncos.
This hands Justin Fields to the Patriots is what it does.
Yeah, that's why Connor celebrated so hard, because that pick is still there and they can still make moves out of there and do that whole thing.
But they can also still take quarterback. It's not like Carolina is sold on Darnold. He hasn't played it down for him yet.
And I think we have seen out of this regime in Carolina that they are okay with having some options.
Yeah, they don't care.
They're trying to they signed Rule to an 8-year deal, right? I think it was an 8-year deal or 7-year deal.
Yeah.
It was a long term. Tepper came in and was like, hey, Ron Rivera, listen, I love what you do, but we're going to fire you week 4, dude. Just fucking, we're moving on, dude. Tepper's like, we need something fresh. We don't know what it's going to be. We need something fresh. Cam, sorry, we need something fresh. Sorry, we're going to move on. Teddy Bridgewater comes in. We like you, man, but we need to find our. There's a potential that Carolina thing could become like a until they find what they exactly want. They could just be kind of playing. We don't really care what happens out here. What were you going to say, Diggs?
I was wondering, like, does Denver definitely not draft a quarterback now?
I don't think so.
6th-round pick, by the way, is not.
That's why I think they still might do it, because they obviously don't have that much confidence in Bridgewater if they're just giving up a 6th-round pick for him.
Or no, that's what Carolina took for him. They don't have that much confidence in Drew Lock.
Yeah, right.
That's
right,
what I mean.
right.
Not Teddy Bridgewater, because I think the Broncos got Carolina to restructure a deal to pay more and only gave up a 6. So you're right. Maybe the Broncos add a young quarterback in there and there's a full competition. Who knows? That's why Draft Spectacular could be absolutely awesome. Adam Schefter is reporting that the Panthers are paying Teddy Bridgewater $7 million in no, what you just say?
And the Broncos are going to pay $3 million.
The Broncos are paying $3 million. The Panthers are paying $7 million.
Oh, steal.
So the Broncos are paying $3 million and a 6th-round pick. They are not committed to Teddy Bridgewater.
You close it out, Pat, by saying the trade does not take Denver out of the QB market Thursday night, per source.
Yeah, per source, and that means Schefter is
because you're paying a guy $3 million and he could potentially be your starter. So yeah, you definitely have room to go draft a guy if you want.
Because Locke's not making anything either.
Yeah, Locke is also on his rookie contract and has not had the 5th year guaranteed, right? No. That was the big conversation last year is he going to be the guy going forward? How about the Denver Broncos? They were allegedly this close to getting Matthew Stafford, I believe. And then the Rams gave up 45 picks and got a house on the beach in Malibu. I love the way Sean McVay's operating over there.
Awesome.
Draft house.
Who makes that decision for the draft house? Like, who floats that by ownership?
I would assume somebody saw the way Cliff Kingsbury looks so cool, and McVay or somebody was like, I mean, we got fucking Malibu right here.
We need a top hat.
Why are we not doing that?
Yeah, Cliff said it was an excuse to take his shirt off for McVay.
Which probably, by the way, I saw what he did in Hard Knocks. Not a bad idea with the dog in the pool there.